Hey, hi. What is up? What is going on? Hopefully, everything is working and you can hear me and all that stuff. Um, my name is Robyn Lynette, or Real Relevant Robyn. This is the Tarot Talk and Truth Tuesday Vibe Stream podcast live with Robyn and Natalie as your hosts. So, I hope she's coming. I don't know. Oh, make sure. Sorry, I'm still new at this shit. Um, she should be joining. If I did everything right. Hey, can you hear me? Hi. Hopefully, if you can hear me, can you put a 1 in the chat, please? Okay, great. Yay. Natalie should be joining us shortly, and then it will be a lot less awkward. Says everything is good. Thank you, Shaylee. Natalie, what are you doing? This is awkward. Here she goes. Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties.
What did I not do right this time?
Well, no, because I'm so used to doing it going on through Facebook. So first I did that, and then I forgot the whole process, you know. I was like, oh shit, I have to enter the studio, and then I have to make sure the mic is on, and it's like this. Whoopsies. All right.
What, Dan?
I'm here. Actually, let me get.
I'm on live stream. What?
Turn this off.
I'm on live broadcast.
Hold on, let me get some incense on in here. So, okay, so
yeah,
I did a couple ideas for the logo, which I will share with you tonight. I mean, but it's not. I haven't had a chance to do it on like create it like in an app or anything like legit yet. These are just ideas, like loose ideas that I have. That I'll like shoot back and forth with you and see like which one sticks and which one doesn't. But I also got a journal.
I know. I was like, I wonder if she did any of the stuff yet.
I did. Well, not to the extent that I was hoping to. I haven't had the time, honestly, but
Yeah.
I'm getting there. It's happening, I'm. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna put a lot more effort into it. Hold on. Let me just get some.
Well,
Hold on.
you're doing really well for all being
Yay!
new, and you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And considering you show up every time now, and not.
Well, I know exactly. I know that says a lot right there.
Before I was like, I don't know if Natalie's gonna show up, but
no. Now for sure, every Tuesday I'm gonna be consistent with that at least, and then probably Saturdays too. Like because I want to be consistent because I want to practice making a commitment and following through because I'm more than capable of doing that. I just couldn't, like it's one of those things I like justify those shadow traits, but like, no, like I'm more than capable of following through with a commitment if I put my mind to it. Anybody is, right? So I feel like I have to practice what I'm like trying to preach. Pretty much. Wait, I can't find my fucking lighter. What the fuck?
Well, I was watching Alyssa. She did more
Oh, I love her. I've been watching more of her videos.
Yeah, she's doing like a whole series on 2023 predictions, and I always watch your rising and my rising.
Yeah,
where we're at and stuff,
I do the same, so it's okay. My lighter just popped out from under the door. Yeah, no one's listening in the other room. What the fuck?
Oh my god! So, so on Twitter, right? Elon Musk, he wrote a tweet that said, "My pronouns are prosecute Fauci," and everybody is like basically like they are like losing their minds. I think it's funny.
Oh, what about either? Oh, wait, I want to hear this. Wait, so kind of give me some background with
well, because
what you're referring to
on Twitter, right? Elon is doing a whole series called the Twitter Files, where he's releasing all the cover-ups and all the scandals and everything that Twitter was involved in.
Okay, from,
Trump's presidency to the elections to COVID to all of it. You know what I'm saying? And he is like, there's like so much evidence and proof that he's like having reporters that are like protected at under free press, so they can't get sued or anything. Yeah. So he's having all the reporters release these files of like all their like. He's not releasing all the names, only the names of the people that had control over shit. And there's like people that are like when they booted Trump off of Twitter. Mm-hmm. They literally had no reason to, and they literally made up like 4 rules just to be able to ban him. Like there was emails, there was like emails saying like well, technically it's not a violation, but can't we think of something, and just all kinds. So like and I don't personally like I said I don't like Trump per se, you know what I'm saying? But he was the fucking president regardless. He's still a human. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes. That's what people tend to forget. These people are human. Yeah. And minus all the bullshit, all the fucking
and he was the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like he was still the president, and he deserved some level of respect. You know what I'm saying?
And I do think he did a lot.
He had nobody on his fucking side.
No, nobody. No. And the people, no. And he actually, like, I mean, whatever. With that side of things, you can argue it. Like, I can see the other side to the argument. But he did do a lot as well. Like, he probably more than any current situations going on. So, I mean, can't really hate too much on the guy anymore.
No. I mean, Shaylee, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Sorry if I don't pronounce that right. She said, or is he, when I said, I guess she's referring about him being human. I'm like, well,
or is I mean,
you know,
that's
maybe
a good
not.
that's a good point. That's a good fucking point. I don't are any of us really?
Yeah.
Wait. Robyn, I'm gonna go get a refill on my coffee really quick. I'm gonna set you down. I set you up in my room, by the way. What?
Okay, I'm gonna pull one of these cards to see what comes out.
All right, cool. And then I'll come in and join you with the cards. Sounds good. All right, hold on.
I can't even shuffle them right.
You got a new deck or a different one?
Yeah, they were like, it was only like $12, and they're really freaking cool. They're just like a regular deck, but they're really big.
Oh, I like that. I like the bigger cards for some reason. Ow! I just burned myself with the fucking. I would just burn myself with incense.
It's really cool, like to shuffle them. Oh,
sweet.
One. Oh my god! So, literally, the High Priestess came out.
Nice.
Kind of came out in reverse though.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. I normally don't read reverse, and if I do read reverse, I feel like it's more just of an internal thing, which I mean, obviously Priestess is internal, but I feel like we're not trusting our intuition in some sense, or we're not trusting the our soul's calling, where we're being guided, the synchronicities, the whatever it is that is like pulling us in a certain direction that we know on like on a deeper level, not a superficial level from our ego, but from our own spirit, our intuition, our instinct, and we're not trusting that for some reason. Thank you. Should get a different. I'll wait till Natalie gets back to move, but should get another deck too, because this one's too big to like shuffle regularly. Definitely smoking a cigarette. Oops. I mean, no, I'm not. Facebook don't like that. Oh, I don't have no other decks over here. Okay. Let's put that there.
I am back. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull some cards too. And see if
oh my god, now we got the Magician.
It
was a High Priestess in reverse and a Magician. So it's like nice. I feel like we're not, what I just said about not trusting our intuition and not following our guidance. And then, and it's like, we might feel like we don't have enough in front of us, like we don't have enough resources, or we don't have enough knowledge, we don't have enough wisdom, but we do. And that might be why we're not trusting ourselves. It's like we don't need to do anything more. We don't need to gain anything more to start following our calling, to start stepping into whatever this the direction that our soul is calling us, basically.
Interesting. I think I'm getting the same thing actually. Let me pull some cards.
And it's card 1 and 2, so that's it's like might just need to take I don't know, I just got like to take kind of like how that strategy card kept coming out, like we might just need to make a clear plan, or make a clear guide to follow,
Oh, also, something else to add to that. I think we are forgetting. Well, we need to take a step back and remember the passion behind what it is that we're doing. We're like losing. We like because without that, it's hard to follow through with any of the more mundane aspects of it. I feel.
Yeah, like the why.
Yes, like and then we got 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So like maybe we're that like doing it maybe for like having putting less weight on maybe what other people are perceiving it as.
Yeah,
that could
or
be
not
a personal
focusing
message.
So much on the material aspect of things right now.
Like with that, like yes, like for example, I'll put it into like the way that I would perceive this. Like I feel like maybe in my situation, I feel like maybe the lack of material gain makes me feel like there's some sort of failure there, even though there isn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I like thinking that you're supposed to be much further ahead or like much farther along, but being okay with it coming in time, kind of like.
Yeah, ooh, that kind of goes with like how I said, like we feel like we don't have enough, like we're not getting enough, or we're not gaining enough from what we're doing.
Exactly, like we're like it's not happening fast enough, or like we're putting too much weight on the when. Instead of sorry, I have this like sticky stuff. I don't know what the fuck it is on my tarot board, so I'm like trying to peel it as I'm fucking.
No, you need to fix your camera because we can't see your face.
Oh no! Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of important on the live stream.
Cards. I was trying to face it towards the cards. But
we need your face.
Okay,
that's better. Your face is better.
And let me move this out of the way. I'm trying to do a new setup over here. It's not working out too well.
I know. I need to get like a desk. I need to get a good setup.
Yeah. This is so gross. I don't know what it is, but I need to clean it so that I am not focusing on it. Okay. All right. So
and if anybody wants to ask a question, you're welcome to do that as well.
Oh yes, and now I could actually read the comments too, so that is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm pretty deck. I'm vaping away. Chalet. Chalet. How do you pronounce that? Chalet or Chalet?
Yeah, Chalet. I'm not sure.
Chalet? I like it.
It's hard
either
to tell
way.
with them. Yeah, it's
I like
pretty.
it either way.
I've never seen it before.
Oh wait, Robyn, do you want me to show you really quick? I want to show you this
yes,
idea.
Do that.
Okay. One of them is an idea for actually, because it's kind of mixed with everything. Hold on, let me try to. I thought of a logo for your practical relevance. I know this is like Vibe Stream, which I was thinking of logos for that, but I thought of a really cool one for you because of what we were talking about with the 8, with the infinity symbol and all of that. And I thought of this, and I thought if we refine it, it could be pretty cool for you. Okay, I don't know if you can see this one. Wait, hold on. Let me redo it so you can see it better. Hold on, because I need to be more organized. I'm sorry. But anyways, it's a figure 8 that each circle of the figure 8 is a bullseye. But it goes together, so it's like the practical relevance. It's like straightforward to the point. So I thought of a bullseye would be like pretty cool, and then made that into a figure 8. But of the figure 8, it looks like a P and an R, so it's like practical relevance.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be pretty cool for you. And then I just thought of like something simple for vibe stream, like for the something like that would be simple.
I like that. Yeah, I do. I
would
like
be simple but cool, because
yeah.
logos are supposed to be just like a simple image, right? Something to catch your
like
attention.
symbolism. Yeah.
So I thought that
yeah,
would
that's
be
why
cool.
I asked you to do it, because I'm too like too wordy, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes. And then I was also
do more with words than I do with like symbolism.
Yeah, like visual. I know, which is perfect, because that's how we can help each other. So like the for vibe stream, like this was my thought process. I was thinking like, okay, we could do something like that because it kind of gives the idea of like, radio waves or like radio waves. And then I was thinking vibe stream, and I thought of stream of consciousness. So maybe I can like another idea is like playing on that, like a stream of consciousness with it, like a literal stream, like making the S into a water, like a stream of water or something like that. Just different ideas that I'm like trying to play with to kind of evolve from there. All right, cool. So I'll next time I'll make it more I'll separate them and more presentable, so you can actually see them clearly, and then
I do like I like the V and the S with the wave.
Yeah, it's simple, right? It's simple.
I like that.
And you can like if we wanted to, we can like write it out, to like but that will be like the main like symbol, like so I think that would be cool. I think that's simple and pretty straight to the point. I think that's good.
Yes. And I think she said her name's, I put her comment up here. She asked a question. She said it's Shaylee. And it's funny because she said Cancer or Capricorn. I said, Capricorn is my rising. And then she said sweet. And then she said Gemini. And you're a Gemini moon. So that's funny.
Interesting.
She must be very intuitive. Uh-oh. What'd she do? Natalie? No, she is a... Hi, Sarah. Natalie just dropped off somehow. Her phone may have died. Yeah, her phone definitely died. Oh, no, wait, I think she's back.
Yes, I'm back. No, my phone didn't die. I went to like press the screen and clicked a fucking button and exited by accident.
Yeah, I can always tell like if I message you and it doesn't, like the thing doesn't, if it stays clear, then I know your phone died, and it was clear. So I was like, oh, yep, it died, but nope.
Nice. Nice to see you, Sarah. And Nicola, if you guys want some readings, let us know. Just ask a question, and we'll go ahead and answer it.
Yeah, I'll put the comments.
Okay, Shaylee, am I going to work again? All right, so Shaylee asks, am I going to work again anytime soon? Shaylee Spirit Guides allow me to use the channel.
There is.
Yes. All right, Shaylee. Is Shaylee gonna work anytime soon? You are, but I think you're putting too much. You're worrying too much about all the things you're not having. Like even when it's like you're you're like, oh, if I have a job, it will relieve all the issues that I have in the world. It's like you're putting too much weight on having a job to take care of certain things in your life, and you're focusing too much on the lack. And focusing too much on the lack is preventing you or making it more difficult for you to actually obtain a job. Maybe you've been like applying for a lot of places, and you're like, like stupid things are coming up that you're not getting the job for one reason or another, and you're kind of like losing hope or faith. But the reason why you're not able to get a job, or why it's not coming to you, is because you're putting too much weight on that. Like, you're like, if you don't get a job, nothing is going to work out, basically. So you kind of have to like ease up on that, and know that even if you do have a job, you're still going to have the same worries, same issues, same stresses, and not to put too much focus. And then when you do that, it's like the right job is going to fall right into your lap, and you won't and you're going to be able to celebrate, and you're going to have a lot more income than you had initially expected. It's actually going to be very positive, and a very positive outcome. And I think the time, it's like very divine timing with the job situation. For some reason, I feel like there is a reason why you're having to wait. And the reason why is because the right job hasn't presented itself to you. When you do finally get the job, and I think it's going to be very soon. I think it's going to be sooner than you expected. When you do, you're going to be like, oh God, thank God I didn't get the other two places that I applied for. Thank God, because this one is so much better. I'm making way more money, and it's going to be a lot more of a positive outcome for you. So that's what I have for you, Shaylee. Do you can add to that?
Spirit is pissing me off.
Oh, Shaylee, oh yes, I have definitely been there too, dude. I have been homeless. I have not had, I definitely, I know that feeling very well, and it's super shitty, but I promise you it's not going to be forever. Everything is always just temporary, you know? And before you know it, and I think it's because of that, like that it's kind of like making it, taking longer for you to get there, because you're like just putting too much focus on what you don't have, the lack, what you need to have, and that's what the big block is. I've experienced it, Sarah. I know Robyn has too. So yeah, all of us have. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, we resonate with people that you know what I'm saying. We all have this. There's a frequency and a vibration and an energy. You know what I'm saying.
We attract it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, connect with people that understand us. So that, you know what I'm saying. Whether we realize that or not. Yes. At the time, but I did just pull attachment card 5, so there may be like some kind of attachment to, like, I'm feeling it's more like an idea or like some kind of like belief in kind of like what we were saying already, like thinking something should be another way.
Yes.
Or just not. It's like have faith over fear. I'm getting that again too.
Yes.
Because like the attachment to the idea or the it's like just not perceiving things in the way that they really are, and thinking that they should be some other way. That's not what I'm trying to say, though.
Shaylee.
Yeah, it's just like there's some kind of attachment to an idea or a belief or perception, like wanting things, not seeing things as they should be instead of how they are.
Well, there you have it, Shaylee. That's what it is that you're having to wait for, because like you're not gonna get a job because you're supposed to be doing something that you already know that you're supposed to be doing, which is probably why Robyn pulled the high priestess in the reverse with the magician in the reverse, because that's pertaining to you too. You're not listening to your intuitive capabilities and your intuitive nudges. That's why you have to, that's why it is that you're not getting a job, or why you haven't gotten a job yet, because you already know what it is you're supposed to be doing and you're just not doing it. So fucking do it. Oh, and then wait, so who else? Sarah, wait, was it Sarah or Nikki? Sarah said, I don't know what to ask. I have so much going on. So if you want, Nikki, we can just do like a general, like what you need to hear right now kind of thing. If that sounds good to you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Sarah. I mean, me and Natalie definitely resonate with that experience.
Definitely
process addiction and stuff.
That's true, Shaylee. If worse comes to worse.
It's a matter of mental stability.
That's what I was responding to, Robyn. All right.
You're welcome, Shaylee.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so I am going to just go ahead and do this for Nikki. Hopefully she's okay with that.
Yeah, let's do that. She says that she don't know what to ask, so I don't speak whatever language.
Así lo eres, matao y misio florón. I don't know.
I don't know that I don't trust anything that's not in English. I have no idea. I don't sit. I'm just saying, dude.
Hey, we are bringing more people though to watch, so this is cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Nikki, Sarah, let's do a general, whatever you need to hear right now.
Yeah, I'll do the oracle.
Okay, we got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so that kind of confirms the too much, like you feel like it's almost like you're overwhelmed with like goodness, though. It's not overwhelmed in a negative way. You're overwhelmed with all like the possibilities, like you're feeling a lot of infinite possibility, a lot of excitement for the future. And it's like you don't even know, like it's, you have so much love right now. Like there's so much love with it, like you're finally filling your own cup, and I think that is what is significant, and I think that's what is being brought up right now, is just confirmation from spirit or whatever you want to believe in, that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. And like the more that you continue to fill your own cup, the more you're going to be able to give to others in that same way. And it's like the more things are just going to fall into place and continue to bless you with abundance and love. I think you're definitely getting a lot like of loving, a lot of physical gratification from another source. I think that is also being brought up. It's kind of like leaving you like with this like flush, like I'm feeling like my cheeks are flushed. Like you're like really like getting you're very satisfied within your romantic relationships. And I think that the only thing I would suggest is that maybe you might be juggling people, or it might bite you in the ass if you continue to play the field maybe with more than one person, if you are, or maybe it's referring to just being aware of the other person. Maybe it's not you that is juggling, maybe to bring awareness to you that perhaps there is a third party situation going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in there because I just want to say, like, because I pulled these, so I just want to tap in on what you just said, because it says it's angel 11, then it says deceit. So I don't know if you're deceiving yourself or being deceitful, or if somebody's being deceitful to you. But that could be like making you feel like anxious, not being able to like appreciate what you have, not because when we do things that don't align with our, or when we participate with people that are doing things that are not in alignment, we feel like chaos and discomfort and dis-ease within our own spirit. So,
and also to continue with that, what I just pulled right now kind of confirms for me, you have the tendency of looking at like you have that grass is greener on the other side thought process, and that causes a lot of like experiences, a lot of like urges to run away from a particular situation. But there's a particular romantic relationship that you're feeling so much love, and I think it's causing some sort of vulnerability within you, and because of that you're like starting to self-sabotage and look at maybe it's too much, like this is so annoying, I would rather have someone who doesn't who isn't so needy, or you'll come up with these things or these qualities within the other person to give you justification for running away. Or this could be vice versa, it could be the other way around. So but either way, it's being brought up for you to kind of shine a light on that aspect, so you can make maybe adjust that where it is that you're falling towards, before you find yourself coming into a collision, before you make a decision that you're going to later regret, because because maybe you might decide to go and flirt with somebody else, and then they hear about it, and then you don't, and then they both start talking to each other, and then you lose both of those interests either way. So either way, it will cause that sort of friction, and it's there's a reason why a light is being shown on that. So just keep that in mind. Oh, I love you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Yes, I know more people need to hit the like button for sure. I agree. Sweet. Let's see. Anybody else? Oh, yay. Thank you, Shaylee.
Thank you, Shaylee.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Woo, woo, woo. Aww.
I don't think any...
Yay. Oh. Oh, and then we got
anybody else.
Yeah. Let's see, what did that resonate with you, Nikki? I hope she stayed. I don't know if what are your suns? I am an Aquarius sun, a Leo rising, and a Gemini moon. That's what I am.
Yep, and I'm a Scorpio sun, Capricorn rising, and an Aquarius moon. And we both have Mars in Sagittarius.
Yes. Yes, which explains a lot about what drives both of us. 1111, make a wish. Sweet.
Found out.
Thank you, Shaylee. What are you? Oh, yes. Oh, Scorpio Mars. Yes, I love Mars and Scorpio people. Those tend to be the most, they have much depth to them. And probably a lot of sensual energy as well, I would imagine. Which
Yeah,
is
you can be
wonderful.
very self deceiving though. With Mars and Scorpio, it's
With
very
the
like
shadow,
self
yeah.
deceiving. Yeah, the shadow side.
Yeah, I'm a Pisces. Oh, yes, that's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
With a Virgo moon and rising. Wow, that's interesting. So my chart is 40. Yep, 40% water, Pisces. Nice. So you got a lot of emotional depth. Maybe in a way that you tend to not show it to others, but you probably are very, very have a lot of depth within your emotional body. I've been fighting a CPS case that was started due to my narcissistic partner. I'm also due in February with our second son. I don't feel our relationship is healthy or even that we're connected, but I've stayed. I'm starting to feel like I should step away, but I also don't even trust my own feelings. That maybe pull something for me. Okay, Trisha, of course, of course. And that's another thing. Both where me and Robyn have a lot of uh, experience with as well, with that narcissistic type energy.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
can't hide your emotions.
I definitely just got divorced. My mom. I lived with my husband. Yeah, Shaylee, I have a Leo North Node that's in the 8th house. So my North Node is in the 8th house.
All right, so let's pull something for Trisha. What does Trisha need to hear when it comes to this? So she's in a CPS case. Okay. Okay. What does she need to hear? Okay, so you need to not be afraid to create a, like, maybe write this down, maybe journal it, or maybe whatever, like, kind of helps you kind of organize your thoughts and your emotions better. It's something that you need to do in order to really get a clear vision as to what it is that you really want to come out of this. Like, what outcome, what is your ultimate outcome, and what is it that you are hoping to have come about as a result of this case and everything, and kind of write it down so you have like a clear vision as to, and so that it's easier for you to make clear and concise boundaries. Because when you're dealing with a narcissistic individual, they will do anything to instill fear within you, to make you feel like those boundaries will collapse or are collapsible. They'll convince you. They will say whatever it is that they possibly can to make you feel fear from actually leaving the situation. And if you feel unsafe, and if you know that it's not a safe situation to be in, you cannot allow those fears to dictate your you, to make you stay, to make you do something, or to make you be a part of something that you no longer want to be with. Yes, it might get it when you do decide to leave. It might be more difficult for a short time, but with narcissistic people, those are the types of people that when you give them an inch, they will take a mile. They will take a mile. There's no maybe with it. There's no like middle ground. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. But if you set clear boundaries and don't back down, and don't back down in the face of that fear, you will be surprised at how much easier it is to cut that shit out of your life. It might take time. It might be worse for a short period of time after, but you will be able to get through it if you make those clear and concise, like ideas for yourself. Like, write it down. Be like, okay, what do I want to try to work it out one more time? Like, I mean, I just by what you've said before, I don't think that would be like a smart. I think what you need to do is kind of think of ways, start being adamant and vigilant in planning a way out of the situation, and not allowing the words that they feed you to dictate your next moves. Don't allow, like, just quiet that shit down. Put it like put that shit on the back burner and say, no, they're just saying this to fucking scare me so I don't fucking do anything, so I don't go away. They want to keep you stuck. They want to keep control over you, and it's all about manipulation tactics and fear mongering when it comes to narcissistic people. But one thing I've noticed about all narcissistic people is that their bark is louder than their bite. It's all talk with narcissistic people. They want to present themselves in a way that they're these big bad motherfuckers, but they're actually the most hurt and the most they probably have a lot of trauma, and there's definitely reasons why they are that way, and that's just where they're at. But their bark is always louder than their bite, and that I will fucking put money on, like, no matter what, when it comes to narcissistic people.
Yeah. And it's not saying he won't do anything. He may do things, but it'll be petty shit. It's not going to do anything that's going to harm you long term. It's going to be very petty, immature, childish shit that like that he may like throw your stuff away or hide your car keys or just something, you know what I'm saying?
Or break your phone. That's what my ex used to do. He would break all my phones. I went through like 20 fucking iPhones with that fucking dude, because every single time he would go, because he knew that would be the thing that would piss me off the most. He went to grab my phone and would shatter it just to provoke me. It's all manipulation tactics. Make you feel like you can't.
Like, I had my my car engine was disabled. I lost all my tarot cards, all my clothes, but all that shit is replaceable. Yes, it fucking sucked, especially when you're broke, when you have to like start over. But it's nothing that would really harm me long term. You know what I'm saying? It's all very petty, immature shit. But I do feel like that if you do be your own authority, like stand in your own power, don't try to argue or fight or explain yourself or let them know how you feel, because they don't give a fuck. I will tell you that much right now. So you just have to be your own authority and stand firm in your own conviction, your own sovereignty. You have to be strong in your sovereignty. And I do feel like like happy family, like you will have your kids, but you have to be your own authority. Don't try to argue, because when you argue or try to explain yourself or try to get them to understand, it's going to cause you to feel crazy, cause you to feel like you don't trust yourself. Just because that's their tactic, that's their MO, that's what they do. It's intentional. They intentionally make you feel fucking crazy. So, but there will be justice. You just have to like stand in your own authority and your own sovereignty, your own power, and know that you are that authority over your life, over your
and actually, that with the justice card coming out, that kind of to me represents also like making sure to whatever boundaries that you set in place, making sure you back it up with the action. With actual like a restraining order or what, but you need to back it up on paper so that you have that added element so that you can start kind of playing because the only way I feel to get out of a situation sometimes with a narcissist is by beating them at their own game kind of deal, which sucks that you have to do that, but it's for the highest good, like, you know, for to get out
record of shit. If you can record shit, record it. If you can get a police report, get a police report, get any kind of paper trail or any kind of evidence of any kind that you can. especially if you have a CPS case and you're going to look like the crazy emotional one with no evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all calm, cool, and collected. You know what I'm saying? So
the evidence is crucial.
Yes, protect yourself. And like, I feel like the reason that you feel like you don't trust yourself is because you are trying to like get them to understand or get them to see things your way or get them to just have like some kind of empathy or compassion or whatever the case, and they just don't. They're not capable of it. So no matter what they say, no matter what they fucking say.
I agree 100%.
So yeah, that was definitely a good catch. Like, make sure you get all the evidence, any kind of evidence that you can, a paper trail, if you can call the police to make a report, it doesn't matter if it seems like for something stupid, fucking do it. Like, just do it.
Yeah, no, 100%, Trisha. You don't want to put this on for leave this for a later day, especially if you already see that he has the narcissistic tendencies or qualities. It's just not worth fighting for, because it takes a lot more to get people like that to be able to see their side or their part in a situation, until you are adamant and force them to see it, until you make those boundaries clear and force them to look at their shit, because that's the only way that they're ever going to look at their shit. When they see that they've lost you legitimately and they have no more control over you, and it's not about them caring about you or loving, which is easy to diagnose or misconstrue there. Thank you. It's easy to misconstrue their actions as oh, they must love me because they don't want me to leave. No, it's all about control with them. They love the control that they have over people, and that is not the same as real love. It's not the same at, like, they can give 3 fucks about if you're in pain or hurting. Like, it's more about the control with them. It's just the fact that they're able to make you feel that pain that they thrive off of, and it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and you really can't look at them like they're normal, or like that they're even human, really, because they don't have human empathy. They don't have to care how you feel or what you're going through, or especially if they think that they're losing something in any way. Uh-oh. Damn it, Natalie. I think she clicked out again. Sure, she'll be back. Oh, there she is.
Again, bro. Fuck, man. Dude, I suck.
Like, oh, she clicked out again. She'll be back.
Did you see my hand? Like, you know what? I won't let it die today, because I can see like the battery thing. Before it does, I'll put it on the charger. But now I gotta like practice not fucking stepping out. Is there any more?
Yeah, you're welcome, Trisha.
Yes, you're welcome, Trish. Shaylee, I live in Florida, in Central Florida.
Yeah, I live in Ohio.
Thank you, Shaylee. You're great.
Thank you.
Sweet. We'll be here every Tuesday, faux show.
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Saturdays, actually. Wait. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Trisha. Yes, being clean and working on recovery again more diligently. That is awesome. That's literally, and that's when it is that you start seeing everything so much clearer too. It's when you're in that clear state of mind that you're not no longer, you're starting to fill your own cup again, and you're starting to take care of yourself. And through taking care of yourself, you see how unhealthy and how shitty, like those people that we used to let be around us when we're all zonked out on whatever substance, like we start seeing much clearer. So Shaylee.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I mean, like I'm kind of there. I'm like halfway there. But yes, I
know. I want to move forward
all the time. Oh, Utah, it's probably freezing right now. Are you cold over there,
Utah,
Robyn?
that's where those murders just. That's where. Isn't that where those? No, it's Idaho.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Idaho campus. Never mind.
What's the weather over there, Robyn? Because I know there's a cold front coming, so it's probably freezing.
Yeah, I know. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow.
Yes,
it's cold. I know that. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's fucking freezing. It's 38 degrees right now, so that's not bad actually.
Yeah. That's not too
above freezing.
Yeah, I mean it is fucking freezing. It ain't that cold over here, that's for sure.
Hey, quit touching your phone. Yeah, I was watching and I watched I was like, touching your phone.
Pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, I was watching
I'm trying to go to the comments.
Yeah. I know it is easier on the laptop, this software, because you could, everything's all there, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like the resolution on the camera.
Yeah, I think, well, I'm sure by Christmas time I'm gonna get one of those refurbished computers again, and I'll use that for like the live streams and stuff. Slowly I'm gonna start, and then I'm gonna order that mic, that $30 mic, so slowly the quality will be getting better, like one thing at a time. I think that the refurbished computer will be super beneficial. Then we could like really fucking
I need a regular desktop.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Idaho University, that's the one with the 4 college students that they found murdered, like literally sliced up in their fucking house. Oh, it's sick. Crazy, and they supposedly don't know who did it. And they haven't had a murder in that town. It's Moscow, I think. They haven't had a murder there in like 7 years or something.
So wait, this happened recently?
So they're probably not used to it. Yeah, like a month ago. It's I watch like true crime on YouTube.
Yes, I've actually been watching that like the past 3 days, like straight.
Dude, Harsh Reality. There's a guy named Harsh Reality. He is really fucking good. I love him.
I've been watching Bad Bubba. I don't know if you've heard of him. And who else? I've been watching all those like true crime, like scary fucking shit.
Oh yeah, like the more like it's like a podcast kind of version. It's not really like I know what you're talking about, like the ones that are
they show clips of like different scary things or different crimes.
Yeah, there's like it's more like theater, more artistic than
It's but both. I've been watching both kinds, like different like the more the one where they create it into like a story, but also the ones where they show like clips of the actual crime or like the, like the, whatever, the places, the things that, that they occur.
I think, I think with that, Shaylee, I think that it's either a serial killer. I really just think that it was a personal attack. I think that it was, to be honest with you, I think it was Kate's ex-boyfriend Jack. That's who I believe that it is, because all of the details about his secret Instagram account, the way that it's just, I think that it's Jack. So I'm just going to say that. But there's, because of the way that the attacks were, like, especially Kaylee was, like, the worst off. Like, she got, like, almost decapitated. And the other people were just, like, collateral damage or whatever, I feel like. So,
damn.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Wait, so they cut? Wait,
yeah,
they cut
because
one,
it was
only one of the
it was
people?
a rage. It was like rage. He was filled with rage because he was jealous that Kaylee. I think that he thought something about Kaylee and Maddie being so close, like, because they were best friends. Because he found them in bed together, but they weren't in. They were just sleeping because they're best friends. You know what I'm saying? But I think that he had some kind of animosity about that, and I feel like he just wanted to, fuck with them too. And then he tried to leave, and that Xana and Ethan just got in the way, I feel like, because Ethan was found in a hallway. So he was just like, he probably came out of the room because he heard something, and then he just had to kill them too. I just feel like it was a attack of, because serial killers don't usually just go to a house and start chopping people up with knives. Sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just random. I don't know. It just doesn't seem, it seems more personal, like a, something to do with like rage of animosity and jealousy, shit like that. I don't think that it's just some random attack. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's fucked up. Plus the dog, she was trying to keep the dog, and he wanted his dog back.
That's so sad. Wait, so they like describe like the background stories of like the
the true crime creators do. The Red News won't, obviously, but then Kaylee's family talked, especially her dad has been saying a lot.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to think of the other channels. Yeah, if you look up the Idaho murders on YouTube, you'll find a lot about it.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up tonight.
The Idaho 4, yeah. I gotta grab coffee real quick, but it's just right here.
Okay. I actually pulled a couple of cards anyways that I'm just gonna talk about while Robyn's getting coffee. I pulled this Princess of Wands card, and this to me always represents like kind of like, to me, I feel like something that would benefit like the collective is to kind of like take a look at the fears that we've been experiencing recently and kind of break them down in a more logical fashion, because I think that some sort of clarity can be gained if you maybe look at it in a different, and listen. Something about listening to the things you tell yourself as you are experiencing certain fears, because through that you can look at it in a way that is more you're more capable of breaking it down and kind of seeing through the fear, and not allowing the fear to convince you to act in certain ways. Like when you break down your fears in a logical way, you can perceive it in a way that also allows you to kind of like redirect that fear in a more logical, in a more like practical way, So I think that that's just like a little added message, like for all of us, because that could probably, that pertains to me as well. Like just kind of reevaluating the fears and kind of taking a second look and listening to the things we tell ourselves as we experience those fears, because some sort of clarity will come as a result.
Yeah, I totally missed everything you said. So
yeah, definitely, Shaylee. I can literally.
I do know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that I mean, I can I feel it more energetically. Like I don't but it doesn't really bother me per se. I don't know how to say that without sounding
Well, because
not right.
you're able to like detach yourself like from your emotional
Yes,
body, right?
yes,
Because like the Aquarius moon,
yes,
so you have that like capability. Whereas I think Shaylee like she's all like she's super emotional, so
yes,
like it's probably harder to
yeah.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I like I go in between. Like I yes, Shaylee. I mean, I guess I would consider myself a medium because I feel spirits and I'm able to connect with like other realms, multiple realms, different dimensions, different but definitely the spiritual realm, like I can definitely connect with them. But it's more in an abstract way. It's more like feelings or thoughts and ideas that I get as a result of what I'm feeling. But yes, I know that it's coming or I'm channeling a source, like a particular source. Yeah, Shaylee. So you're probably experiencing like some sort of awakening or like spiritual awakening. Um, so that tends to happen when we start waking up and start remembering. I mean, I think everyone has the ability to connect. It's just some people are more open to it, and it's more natural to some people than others.
Yeah, and we go through like phases or like stages of awakening too. Like
Yeah.
we have multiple awakenings within like I always refer to like when I first became like when I my first awakening that I realized, I refer to that as like my conscious awakening because like I became conscious of what was happening.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we go through like multiple spiritual
Like a
awakenings.
breakdown.
Yeah, like ego deaths and dark
Mm-hmm.
nights of the soul, and I don't know if that ever really goes
Ends.
away per se,
No,
but
I don't think so, bro. I think we're stuck like Chuck. It
yeah,
just
I
keeps
have. I mean, I
becoming
have
more and
few,
more
but
like.
I was like when I was younger, that's why I got put on psych meds to begin with because like I was labeled as like a schizophrenic and just other multiple things because I was able to see things and hear things and I felt things. Now I just more or less sense thing. I don't really get if I do get like words it's just a different. I just mostly like sense things. It's not really like a feeling or like I don't really hear it. I just like sense it. I don't know how else to explain that.
It's like a no, like the Claire knowing. What is that?
Yeah, like
Like
yeah,
Claire.
clear cognizance. Yeah, it's just like I
Yeah,
know something and I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know how to put it into. So
yeah.
yeah,
So Shaylee said she feels like. Wait, what was she saying? Honestly, I have always been open. I still have awakenings, though. They just seem like normal occurrences. I understand. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
That's what
awesome,
me and
Shaylee.
we were just talking about that.
That's pretty fucking sweet. I yeah. I
Yeah, we were
actually
just talking about that.
I can feel the physical pain too, but it's more it's like I feel the physical pain, but it's I don't know how to describe it. It's I will have to be channeling very hard to actually maybe feel like actual physical pain, but when I just like kind of connect like, you know, subtly, it's not it's a little bit more of a just like an energetic thing for me.
Oh
For
yeah,
me
Shaylee, I
personally.
think that we all are born awake and then we are conditioned to go to sleep. Like,
yeah,
that's why
exactly.
kids are so susceptible to things. Yeah, it's like we're all born that way because that's our natural state, really.
State of being. Yeah.
And that's why the government is the way it is. That's why certain things are the way they are, is to condition us to be asleep, really, and be under control so that we don't have power, because there's no money in all of us being happy and healthy and powerful. So,
right.
to put it simply.
Agreed. Yeah, we're definitely all born awake. It's just we either forget or we are conditioned to forget. And then it's up to us to either, you know, follow, like, continue to remember, which most of us are conditioned to some degree
We all of us are, regardless. If you ever went to school, if you ever went to
exactly.
a job, if you ever watched TV, all of that shit conditions you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%.
School is like your first indoctrination into fucking sleepwalking. They don't even teach kids regular shit anymore. You know, get me started on that. That's for the weekend.
That's for the, that's shit talking Saturday. Sweet. Oh, so here's like a little sidebar that I'm getting. Not to, like, when you focus on things that other, or the successes that other people are experiencing, it's easier to kind of underestimate, or kind of like lessen the level of expansion that you are currently experiencing in that particular, like when you're looking at what others' achievements compared to your own, your achievements are always going to look much smaller than they actually are. But when you stop focusing on, oh, well, you know, they have gotten to this and this point, why am I not there, or why haven't I achieved that, then it's like the things that you are expanding in look a lot less grandiose in that kind of spectrum. But there is no better or worse. It's just a matter of perception. And when you're perceiving others' experiences to be better or further along than your own, then of course you're gonna feel bad about where you're at, and then that in itself is going to pull more negative or lack energy to you. So that's just like a little sidebar for I think that can go with anyone really, collectively. The grass is greener. That this card again, like always looking at what other people's advances and diminishing, which diminishes your own, like your perception of your own. Like you start looking at the things that you're doing and it makes you feel bad about it. But really, when you it's like the time frame, like maybe you're not taking into consideration how long these other people have been doing this for. You know, maybe you're not taking into consideration that they're putting a lot more effort into their advertisement or into into like those added elements, that instead of looking at their at somebody else's achievements and diminishing your own, look at their achievements and see why they're achieving those things, because we're all capable of doing those things in our own way. So like instead of looking at other people's achievements as a way to kind of make you feel worse about yourself or comparing yourself, be like, okay, so how did they get there? Like, what is it that I can do that kind of not doesn't copy the other person, but kind of like it inspires you or motivates you to focus on a particular aspect to really achieve whatever it is that you're jealous about somebody else achieving, like, because we can all do it, you know, in our own way. It might be not exactly be the exact success or achievement as the other people, but it will be even better because it will be your own and it will be unique to you. Yes, Shaylee,
when you were
for
talking about
sure.
successes, I pulled this.
Krista, what up, bitch?
I pulled the six of wands when you were talking about that. And right when you said success, and then the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, I just feel like, well, six. I just feel like we may also too be like holding on to our own past success, and rather than allowing ourselves to move forward, it's like we're holding too tight onto the past experience that we had. Yes, attachment, like that card came out earlier.
Yes.
And not allowing ourselves to expand because we're gripping the past.
That's such a good way of looking at, like, see, like that's what, like, it's like the same situation but looking at it from a different perspective, because it's not just jealousy of other people. It could be like just jealousy of, like, thinking that we're not as far as we once were, or like kind of like, you know, like, yeah, it could be self as well, like within ourselves, internal.
Yeah, because I mean, I personally go through that. Just with everything that I had, and then going through my divorce, and it's like I just feel like I'm not in a good as place as I was previous. But I mean, I'm not supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be where I'm at now.
Exactly.
For whatever reason, to, you know what I'm saying, kind of stuck in the where I was anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't getting any farther than where I was. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing anything new. I wasn't experiencing. I barely fucking even allowed myself to laugh because I was so like stressed out all the time trying to keep everything held together.
Yeah. So I got two cards that to me kind of always remind me of like taking, or someone taking from us. Maybe it's like being calling awareness to maybe someone taking something that is not their own from us. It's like I feel like this is more like just to bring awareness to that. Like I feel like maybe some of us are experiencing that to some degree, where somebody is maybe taking our energy, where, you know, or making us feel, you know, like draining our energy, like and there's like an energy leak within certain people that are surrounding us, and to just be aware of that, and not to bring take on other people's burdens as your own, because that's also adding weight and also making it more difficult to move forward. Taking on other people's burdens as our own, and to be aware of that.
Yeah, like a parasite. It's like there's somebody that's acting as a parasite that's like draining.
Yes. Yeah.
But also, like, I made a video about this before. It's like we, as empaths, like, yes, we do absorb and feel and sense other people's energy, but it's not a curse. And we also don't realize that we are powerful within ourselves, and we have the power to not absorb other people's energy. We don't have to just fucking accept it. We don't have to just receive everything that's thrown at us.
Exactly. Once the awareness is there, then we have the power and the ability to protect our energy through any situation, even if it's an entity or something, you know, like that we as long as we don't give that energy power, then that energy cannot control are the way the way we feel. It's just having the awareness. Once the awareness is there, then everyone is capable of protecting their energy, and nothing can really fucking stop you unless you allow it to, unless you let it.
Yep. And she said, Shaylee said, transmute it, and that's
yes. Mm-hmm.
That's literally why I say that me and Natalie are shadow masters, because like when you go through dark in life, so much dark shit, and you still feel like there's always dark shit around you, but that's because you are the one who is supposed to transmute that. Like it's you have the power to the power and the ability to take on that shit, where as some other people might not be able to handle it. You know what I mean?
And also being able to see the beauty in those dark energies, the darker energies, seeing like what the power that actually comes from it. Because I've never felt more powerful before having experienced some of the darkest times of my life. Like walking through those shadow parts of my life have been, yes, the most difficult, the most grueling, the most painful, blah blah blah, but without that I would not be like half as able to relate to people on a variety of different levels. Like I would not change those shadow parts of my life for anything. In fact, I have the most gratitude for them. It's like I am like grateful, I'm thankful, like thank God I fucking went through that shit, because now I can help others as a result of it. Now I'm able to see things in a different way that, you know, others that can help others. Like with my humanitarian Aquarius spirits, that makes me happy to help others in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I have my MC is in my 11th house, and I have my Libra in my 10th, so I definitely have
that natural humanitarian, and I think everyone has a little bit within them.
No,
maybe not everyone. Yeah, that's questionable.
That's a good point though to bring up, like, because that's one thing where everybody, I don't know, I just, like, for me, I feel like not ever, like, sometimes a person's only purpose here is to be a shit person and teach other people lessons. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes not everybody, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I agree.
Not all of us are meant to awaken. Not all of us are, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes there's people
different
here that are
degrees to it.
Yeah, there's like people here that literally their only purpose is to be a parasite, or to, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Because those are the people that will be teaching the biggest lessons. So even being that is something very important and useful. You know, like even those people, like they're here for a reason. What I mean, perception might not allow you to see it in a positive way, but there is a positive way to look at it either way.
Yeah, light and dark are equal. It's equal. They're equal equal entities there. You know what I'm saying? They don't work without the other. Period, because one can't exist without the other.
Exactly. The beauty of duality.
Yeah, and polarity. Like the universe works. The only reason that you could see anything in the universe is because of the light, but it's surrounded. It's dark otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So creation happens in darkness. A lot of darkness is not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing.
Yes.
It expresses itself in ways that we don't understand. You know what I mean? But that we can comprehend or whatever. But
agreed.
Like murder and all these other things. It's just because we all choose, you know what I'm saying? We choose at a soul level before we get here. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to be polarized one way or the other is how I feel it. Like I feel that we choose if we're going to be polarized negative or polarized positive, you know what I'm saying? So it's like your soul knows what it's doing regardless, and at a human level we don't comprehend those things. But I was just watching a podcast on this actually last night about he was saying, like, you know, especially in the like new age spirituality, they're like, oh, we're all one. Okay, well, you have to tell that to the child molester, you have to say that to the murderer, you have to say that if that's really what you believe.
Yeah.
And he was also talking about how karma is not like, it's like people's like, oh, I don't believe in religion. It's like, okay, but you're acting like karma is the same God that's in religion, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you think that it just tosses things out on like a point system. Like if you do good, you get good. If you do bad, you get bad. That's not how it works per se. You know what I'm saying? It's like a flow of energy. Like you might not, like, that murderer doesn't know, to them, like, they're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So how do you give somebody bad karma when they don't think that they're doing a bad thing? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They might know that it's wrong. Human,
or
like, obviously
in
they know
today's
that's not
standards, right?
Yeah, but they don't necessarily that they think that they are doing something wrong per se, because that's what they felt to do.
Yeah.
As crazy as that is, that's just, I mean, on an energetic level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so karma, like, it does not just gonna give that person, like, there's consequences. You get consequences being human. We all have consequences, but if you don't think that you're doing something wrong, or you don't know that you're doing something wrong, you're not going to. It's like, hope I'm explaining that makes sense.
No, I get what you're trying to express. It's true. It's true. Wait,
what?
Why in the hell would anyone want non-adhesive shelf liner? What?
I don't know. Why would you want shelf liner, period? Why would you want shelf liner at all?
What in the fuck? Will you talk about adhesive shelf liner all the time? Oh. Oh, that's so funny. That is funny. All right, hold on, Robbie. I'm gonna go get some water really quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Whoa.
Oh yeah, it was just sidebar. Then obviously, she said she just noticed she got with this shit. She got was, that's like me sending you random ass text that make no sense compared to what I said last time. I do that to Natalie all the time. Send her random ass shit because I'll be thinking about something, so I'll send her something, and then by the time she reads it, it's like 10 different conversations. No, Bahamas. Yeah, it's like people might know that they're not supposed to do something. They're told that they're not supposed to do something, but they still feel like that's the right thing to do, obviously. And it's like, if we're all, it's like that person, like somebody else might get that person, somebody else in that person's life might get that energy of that ripple effect that comes back. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't work at like just if you think that's why I like the law of attraction and like manifestation and shit. Yeah. Like it doesn't work just as simple as just think about good shit and you're gonna get good shit. It's like you actually, we're human on a physical planet. We're physical beings. Yes, we have a spirit in us, but we have to apply action. We have to take action. We have to do things as we get stuff.
I think we're all really really good in the overcoming cycles, because I got this in the reverse. This always reminds me of cycles because of like all the circles, and then with the it's 6 like past stuff. And I think since it's in the reverse, it's kind of like we're at this, we're really like wrapping up cycles, old cycles that we've been like in the process of doing. I think there's like a lot of growth in the collective right now. Like there's just so much expansion, so much growth, and we're starting to something else is not to be scared to ask for help, like when you need it. Not being afraid, because I think we all have that that tendency to have too much pride. Like we don't want to ask, we don't want people to see our vulnerability or our need to have to need for help from others, and not to be scared to do so when you need it. It doesn't make you weaker. It doesn't make you weaker. And through asking for help, it'll be much easier to get to where it is that you're trying to go, and to balance energies within yourself. Just by asking for help when you need it, because that shows that you're being gentle on yourself. You're practicing ahimsa, which is non-violence to yourself. That's like a Sanskrit word. I don't know why I brought that up. Interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense though. It's like I have to be in a very like when Chiron was sick and I had no way to, you know what I'm saying? I needed money to get into the hospital, and I was like in a desperate situation, so I literally just like reached out on Facebook. And doing that, like I was able to get my cat help, you know what I'm saying? So and if I wouldn't have done that, which I won't do that for myself, you know what I'm saying? But I did it for him.
You had like something to drive you to motivate you to ask for that help. But in typical situations, you wouldn't, right? Like that's how I am. I need something like major for me to reach out and ask for help. But it's like, you always tend to feel vulnerable, or you feel guilty. It's like we feel guilty for asking for that help. And especially when we receive the help, we feel even guiltier to actually receive the help, instead of like,
I think it's like, I think it's just, I don't know what it is. I just think because I just feel like if I know that I'm capable of doing something my fucking self, why would he help me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that comes from like what Trisha was talking about, like how she was explaining her situation. I think that's where that idea comes from currently with myself. So the same shit that she's going through, basically.
No, I get that too. I totally get it. But I just feel like like for me, for instance, like I'll ask for help, right? And then when I get it, it's like I feel guilty for someone going out of their way to help me, when really they're not looking at it in that way. They're looking at it because they want to help me, because they love me and they care about me. Like they want, it doesn't matter. Like they don't think, they're not looking at me as though I'm being selfish for asking for the help. Although to me, I feel like, am I being selfish for asking for the help?
Because you went through like conditioning, basically programming from somebody who abused you that made you feel that way.
And that literally everything can be tied back to how we've been conditioned socially, economically, and all of it.
Yeah.
In all aspects, it all can be tied back to how were we brought up, how were we taught to receive these things in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, we're taught that it's we need to do, go in order to be accomplished, or or in order to get anywhere. And all of those feminine, those darker, shadowy traits are pushed to the side as though they're not important, or do not have any relevance, when those have the equal amount of relevance completely. Like they all go hand in hand.
Yes.
But
yeah, sometimes it can be from like growing up. It can be, I feel like I healed a lot of most of my like childhood wounds, but then I developed more wounds from experiences as an adult.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm. So something interesting, I got the temperance, and then clarifying it, I got the temperance again. That's interesting.
Wow.
I got 2 temperances, and then I also got the Hierophant. So like beliefs, kind of leveling out, like our belief systems are kind of as a result of completing these cycles, wrapping up these old cycles that we've been in, we're able to we're finding new belief systems or new ways of viewing things that align with our true natures much more. Like it's we're starting to understand what aligns with us and what it is that we're wanting within our own lives, and things that align with our perception, our like minus all the conditioning, minus all of that, like us at our core. Like what is it, the person that we are as an individual, the most authentic version of ourselves. What does that person want? What kind of life does that person want to create for themselves? And it's more like for me, it's like I want to just be happy. Like mine is very simple. Mine, there's no rhyme or reason. I just want to do things that make me happy, which are crafts, spiritual things, and like shit like this. And that's about it. Like I just want to do that. I want to make money doing it. I don't want to fucking like, I just want to live a simple life without, well, maybe not so simple.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Yeah, temperance to me reminds me of like mind, body, spirit. Like that's how I.
Yes, all balance, all parts of ourselves.
Yeah.
In a way that aligns with one another, in our most like the most authentic version of ourselves, like the most like that really the deepest parts of ourselves, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, like all of it, all encompassing.
Yeah, and I like what you said, like being happy. And to me, like it is simple though to just do things that you love and care about, and you know what I'm saying?
We complicate the shit out of it, you know, like
or other people complicate it and make us feel like we're not. They don't make us feel, but they do by inflicting their own projections onto us,
their own beliefs and shit like that.
Yeah, like
hold on, my phone's gonna die. I'm gonna put it on the charger before it does.
Oh yeah, you better do that. Sarah said she had to chicken out for a minute. She said, what did she miss? Random stuff. We talked about We talked about true crime on YouTube. We talked about
welcome back, Sarah.
About karma not being a punitive system.
Yes.
About how people, like especially New Age spirituality, use the law of attraction or karma as like just like how Christians use God, basically. Like they think it's like a point value system. Like you get points for being bad, points for being good, and that's not how energy works, really. So we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Natalie did a couple card pulls.
Yeah, we talked about some good stuff today, I feel. Well, we always do. Duck out, Tilly.
Yeah. I try my best to keep like Tuesday about more, you know, not so much political or social issues. And I try to use Saturday for that now from now on, just because I can go off on like a 2-hour tangent about that shit. So
yeah, I think that's
I think that's
good. Tuesdays are more like tarot, like centered around tarot and like spiritual topics and like esoteric topics, and then Saturdays are more like venting sessions or like things that like kind of like are relevant.
Yeah, it's like
news,
social,
yes,
more of like a social justice,
type
political,
thing, yeah,
social issue constructs
12,
of society.
Oh, it's 12/12, and isn't today? Oh wait, no, that was wow, I don't know what day it is. I thought it was. Damn, I missed it. December 12th. I wanted to do a spell or something. Fuck. Damn it.
I know. Well, on 12/12, I did take a picture of my. I was in my car.
Right,
and yeah.
Life would be terrible without tangents.
Yeah, definitely. I freaking well, I'm very passionate about like it's more of like like how because I don't feel like people, like when we like deny or ignore shit that's going on in the world, like people would say, oh, that's fear or that's negative or whatever, and like that may be true, those things do cause that, but those, especially on like a world scale, like the US government, for instance, like that, basically that's going to affect the whole world. So if we're not, God, why is my nose messed up now? My allergy. If we're not if we ignore or act like this shit's not there and just focus on only like what we want to be nice or what feels good or whatever, like anything that you create in that state is going to eventually collapse because of that other negative shit that's still out there. Like we can't like deny that exists. And we need more spiritual people talking about this shit because it's
and
fucking
not being
important.
Afraid to talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
And not holding them and not limiting, like not kind of like diminishing like the full like the full feelings that we because like hearing people's different perspectives are like the exact way to really provoke in others things that they might not see in the same way. Like it provokes a way of looking at a situation in a different way, and not to be afraid of what, like knowing that even though your stance might be completely different or go against the norm or like the overall consensus, not being afraid to share it anyways, because that's what will invoke something in other people and invoke just a perception change, because it's necessary. Clearly it's necessary.
And most people don't just sit at home and focus on spiritual spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Most people go in the world and they deal with all these things. You know what I'm saying?
They go back to work. They have their typical, day-to-day like things that they have to take care of, and they have to, that's part of this human experience, whether we like it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's there for a reason too. You know what I'm saying? Like Earth is a like a planet with a lot of different energies and a lot of different beings, like soul on a soul level.
Yes.
With different missions and different reasons for being here. So, but that's why we come to this planet.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Look what I just found. Speaking of soul missions, I just found a lion. Wait on. Randomly, I've never seen this toy ever.
Oh, wow.
And it was literally just right here. I just picked it up. I'm like, what the fuck?
And it's like Leo, yeah.
Well, yeah, and the Lyran starseed.
Yeah. Well, I think Leo constellation is connected to the Lyran system somehow, isn't it?
I think so too. Well, I mean that it would make sense. They're
cat
humanoids.
Right.
So weird.
Yeah.
So fucking weird, bro.
Why do I resonate with cat so much? Like I always feel like I'm a fucking cat. Like
I feel like I have cat mannerisms, bro. Like I like to fucking I have cat mannerisms, and even like my son, he's like I told you, he's all Leo, right? I swear to God, when he breathes, it sounds like he's purring. Like he sounds like a fucking cat. Like he's a cat. So weird. I'm like, oh, my little kitty Max. my lion kitty Max. That's funny. This is confirmation. Like, hey, we're here. just letting you know. Oh yes, Shaylee. I'm like, yeah. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense, dude. That I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, I was trying to put it on the screen because I was like that. Yeah, that's why you are still here, probably.
Yeah,
that's why you're on the stream, I would imagine.
And Shaylee, like Lyran, that term Lyran starseed is not like this. I think that's confirmation enough to know, like, I'm Lyran. I know I am.
Yeah.
But the Lyran starseeds they went to the Pleiadians are very closely knit, and the Arcturians are very closely tied with the Lyran race, because the Lyrans, their planet got destroyed. So it's like the Pleiadian star system, Lyrans and Arcturians are all very closely knit starseed systems or whatever.
Yeah. And did I remember I told you about the vision? Well, it was like a out of body fucking experience. I don't know what it was, but where I had the vision of like how me and my twin flame, how our souls came into contract. You know what I'm saying? Was I saw like my planet got destroyed, his people or whatever you want to call them, his race, and they took them hostage. The reptilian. Well, it was actually draconians. The reptilians kicked
draconians.
Yes, they're like fallen angels.
They fucking look like reptiles, bro.
Well, they are. They're a derivative of them. You know what I'm saying? They're like fallen angels. How that got kicked out of heaven for disobeying God. That's basically what jumps out to the reptilians. They kicked him off the planet because they tried to have too much control or power or whatever, and so they got kicked off and invaded other beings' planets. Yep,
and the Lyrans, that was one of the planets that they destroyed. I think that that's yes, Shaylee, we are fucking old.
No.
Yeah, not all reptilians are toxic.
No, reptilians are toxic.
Yes, draconians though I think are a special like a like and it really
Draconians
is.
they're
Go ahead.
polarized negative. You know what I'm saying? A
Yes.
draconian, they're polarized negatively. Like that's just their that's that's just what they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and it's
Um,
not necessarily bad, but it's just that's how they work. They show their love by being that way. They show their care for another person by being that way, because that's the thing that maybe that person needs
yeah, like a lot of
in whatever
narcissists
degree.
are draconian.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cray cray. Yeah, I know. We all look like fucking cats.
I know.
We all got like the cat like fucking features. It's true.
I know.
All
I'll say that.
all my diaries, like when I was little, I'm like, oh, I have cat eyes. Like all of them. I'm like, oh, I have
Yep.
cat eyes. I have cat
Yep.
like green eyes. They're like cat eyes. And I'm like, oh my God. Even when I was younger, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. I used to always say that too. Everybody's like, oh, your eyes are so pretty. I'm like, yeah, they're like the color of a cat's eyes.
yeah, they're like cat eyes.
Yeah. Like every person I've met like throughout my whole life, it could be anywhere, always told me how pretty my eyes were. And like
Yeah.
and yes, I think they're pretty, but I was like, why are they so like special to other people? But it's because even if they don't consciously know, you know what I'm saying, they can see that it's, you know what I mean? They could see the window, the eyes are the window to the soul, or whatever the fuck that goes.
They see that little spark, that little light in your eyes. Because like I feel like a lot of people who are awoke or wake up, there's a special twinkle. There's like a life that shines through their eyes. Like that's how I know if I'm speaking to like another starseed. I can tell just by looking at their eyes, at how you know.
Do you know in 2020? Yes, when 2020, when I first like became conscious.
Yeah.
I literally like looked in the mirror so many different times at myself in my eyes, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like I was so like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so like, I don't know, it was just a crazy experience, but I kept looking at myself in the eyes in the mirror just because it just seemed like it was just crazy. It's like I could see a different person in my eyes.
Yes. Okay. Like, so that's funny that you say that, Robyn, because I've had the same exact experience. When I first was becoming like consciously aware, I would stare at like, and this was when I was starting to meditate frequently and like really like fall into those like meditative stances or trances. I stared into my eyes like in the very beginning, and that's when I started seeing like my like when I was staring into my eyes, I started seeing my face like my face would morph into what I perceived as the different people or the different physical representations that I have been in my past lives, like the physical representation of myself through all my lives. And most of them I was a man. In most of my life, in most of my past lives I was a man.
Yeah.
Like, which makes sense because I have mostly masculine energy in my chart. Like it's all like I'm like a man, but I'm just a female.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like you're you express yourself way more like creatively and intuitive than I do, and I'm more masculine, but inside is the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like inside you feel more like man, more, you know.
You're more
inside I feel
you have
more
that darker feminine like energy.
Like outside, like, yes, and then but I express myself more masculine.
That's interesting.
And you're like,
wait, you
Sarah
got
said she's obsessed with cats.
Yeah, Sarah, you're probably a fucking liar too. You should look that up. Actually, that's probably a sign
I got her information. I need to redo her chart. That
Sarah,
that Starseed chart that we did.
Mm-hmm. My honey complains I'm not feminine enough.
Yeah.
You're just feminine. You're feminine, perfectly feminine. Enough.
Right. Yeah,
I
I get that. I got that a lot too. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah, I get that too. It's more like the way I like I think maybe it's because I'm just very like I very action oriented, and that makes me seem like less sensitive, or but really I am very sensitive. It's
Yes.
just that's the part of myself that I keep close to me, so not too many people really see that side to me. But if you have seen that side of me, then that means I felt very comfortable around you. Like when you see that feminine nature
Yes,
within me,
dude.
you know I feel very
Yes.
comfortable and safe around you.
That's literally what
Yeah.
I told Dan. I told him because nobody in Ohio really had seen me cry in 4 fucking years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
That
be
vulnerable part of
emotional in
yourself.
any way because I don't show that. I do now a lot more frequently because it's just a different whatever I'm going through in this transformation phase that I'm in now. But
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell him I'm like, dude, like that is a compliment that I care enough and feel safe
Yeah.
enough around you to express myself to you in this way. Like,
Yeah.
has no, don't even know that I can cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. No,
it's like I have
seriously
to
though.
feel.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just they don't recognize that, they don't look at it in that way. They think it's like, a negative thing, but the fact that
Yes.
you're even
Yeah.
able to do that around them speaks volumes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And I will say that he did my marriage and relationship did teach me a lot of how to express myself emotionally because I didn't for so long. So I did see certain things in myself that I'm like, well, that's not a good way to express myself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So like, it
yeah,
did teach me more about like myself and yeah, and just about I definitely learned a lot about holding shit in and stuff too. So
yeah.
uh
I recognize for me, I recognize my a big lesson that I had come to the realization of recently is how, and like just how much feminine energy I truly hold within me.
mhm.
Like I am a endless well of emotion. Like I'm an endless, like I have so much depth and so many layers to my emotional body
Mhm.
that I convince myself that I didn't have because of the depth. It scared me. Like I didn't like to feel those feelings. I didn't like, because when I feel feelings, I feel them so strongly that it makes me feel crazy,
Mhm.
or it makes me feel like oh, like what the fuck? I don't know how to fucking
Yeah.
deal with this.
Yeah.
But it's in that depth of emotion that I carry where it actually is my one of my greatest strengths. And that
Yep.
and that
Yeah.
is like that Chiron energy where it was like
Yeah.
no, like what you perceive as a weakness is your greatest strength. It's just the way that you work with that energy
Yeah.
that make
Yeah.
that
Yep.
really makes the
Like
difference or
we can
whatever.
literally we can like manifest and like create things through emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
Quicker and more powerfully too,
yeah. Yeah,
like
that's why anger and hate and all that shit carries so much weight on people and has so much power over people and fear because well, first of all, it's a heavier emotion, but
yes.
um the emotion is powerful, and you know what I'm saying, like that's why people use emotion as a
Yeah.
tool, on the other side of it and the shadow side.
What do you know about Anticia Shaley S?
Yeah, I
I
know.
have
I
not
don't know what that is.
I've not personally heard of that, but I would love to learn.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if maybe she's referring to the goddess, that goddess, the witch, one of the first witches or something. I forget, or
I don't think that's
I don't think so
maybe.
either.
I heard different. I don't know. I'm trying to see what Sarah was talking about.
Oh, did we ever do a reading for Sarah? Does Sarah want us to? Oh yeah, and Sarah, mine turned green to yellow too. I have green with yellow specks in mine, and they change like within the light. Oh no,
See,
astrology.
mine are like
Shaylee.
gold with green in them. Mine are like the opposite of that. They're like more gold.
That's sick. Yeah, like you have like the hazel. Like, the hazel eyes change the most. I notice.
Yeah,
hazel eyes
they're like amber.
Yes, they like change they're with like the lights and everything.
Yeah,
much
they have
more
like,
frequently.
Gold, and green, and yellow,
That's
brown
beautiful.
in them. Mine are green gray.
Yes, Shaylee.
Yeah. My mom did that too, and I used to think like it was weird. Like when my mom cried, her eyes turned like bright yellow.
Yes, mine too. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Actually, when my mom would get really mad, it was scary. Actually, it would. I remember like I had this like it's like an uncomfortable memory that I have of her when she was super angry. Her eyes would get like this like neon green. They were like fucking scary, bro. Like when she would get angry, it was like you could see like the fire in her eyes. It was fucking sick. But yeah, that was like a trauma of mine. Wait, I'm laughing, but obviously,
Yeah.
Would change the gray when we were little, and I swear he didn't know what he was talking about, but they do. Yeah, it's fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, I think that says a lot about like the power of emotion. You know what I mean? It has a chemical reaction in your body, obviously.
Yeah, like it affects us physically. So like when we're feeling good about ourselves, that's why when we're in our power and we're strutting our shit, like that's why we come across as more beautiful or more attractive to other people, because it's our energy. It has nothing really to do with how we actually physically look, because when we're in our power, when we're feeling good and in the flow, we come across as more attractive to other people. I've seen it.
Yeah, or arrogant,
time and time again,
depending on their perception.
Yeah, like our eyes twinkle a little bit more. We just like have like this different like vibe to us that makes people.
I had a lot of people like in women in AA, especially, like they used to say like that they would be scared to like approach me or scared to talk to me because they thought I was like arrogant or thought I was a bitch or whatever. But they were like, "You're so nice. I don't know why I thought that." I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know.
Because I don't know why either.
Right. I was like, it's probably just because, especially if you're just coming in from addiction, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not comfortable in yourself. So a lot of things are intimidating to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to hate women because they felt intimidated. I was intimidated by other women, but I didn't know that. Just because I wasn't comfortable with my own self. So I thought a lot of women were trash that weren't, you know what I'm saying?
Or trying to, like, a lot of women trying to attack us when really they're not, it's not, it's just how we are looking at ourselves pretty much. It's all a reflection.
Yeah, before, I don't feel that way now.
Yeah.
Now if I feel that way, there's a damn good reason for it, but I don't feel that way a lot anymore. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that issue. I feel like a lot. I do with men. A lot of men don't like me, but
well, because you're not scared to like call them out, right? On their bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, so did we ever do a reading for Sarah? I don't think we did. We did one for Nikki and Shaylee.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know, Shaylee. I know, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think too, a lot of females, when they do come into power, their own power, They don't recognize that they're being hurtful or harmful or whatever to other people, you know what I'm saying? Because they're just trying to be strong and they're just trying to be powerful and they're experiencing their self, you know what I'm saying, in that state. So they don't really recognize it, I don't think, at first. So
for sure. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never really been that way. Like, I was never just a bitch to another woman for no fucking reason. Like, I've just never been that person. But if anything, I would just withdraw from people. But I do, like when I was managing the sober house, or a lot of like that taught me a lot about when women are unhealed, they act. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that was pretty bad. She said, I would like to know if my GI issues will require surgery or can just be managed with meds.
Okay. Your GI. Okay. Gastrointestinal issues. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's connect with you, Sarah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, Sarah. I think that you already know the answer to this question. I think that maybe you're just hoping or seeking like a different response. I think that because I got this card in the reverse and I got the High Priestess upright, which tells me the High Priestess automatically tells me like you're asking this because you want maybe you're seeking a different response, but you already know the answer, which to me kind of tells me that most likely you to really relieve you of to truly legitimately relieve you of the issues that you are experiencing as a result. You might need that combination of the surgery with medication, just so to permanently relieve you of it. I think that also stress is a big I think like your stress kind of inflames it or makes it more prominent, so that's something to be aware of. But I do feel that once you take certain actions that maybe you're scared to take, you're going to be so much better off for it, and you're going to feel so much fucking better, and you're going to be so fucking relieved as a result, and not to be scared of taking certain measures that you might be like second guessing yourself about, or kind of like you're freaking out about it. But it's I feel like it seems just the word surgery feels like very scary, or like there's a lot of fear surrounding that. But I think that it's actually going to end up being a much more minor surgery that will be required, and the results are going to be astronomical. Like the results are going to be like, oh, you're going to wish you did it sooner. You're going to wish you did it sooner. That's how I am feeling right now. I feel like you're like kind of psyching yourself out a little bit, maybe in a way, or you're like just like, yeah, you're like psyching yourself out and making it like you're putting more fear, you're adding more fear to the situation, when you don't need to fear it. You don't need to fear it. And I think that a major source of your issues, a major source that you can even before you even follow through with any surgery, like before you follow through with making surgery, I think that if you were to relieve certain aspects of stress within your life, it would it would help you a lot. Like it would help you in very, very expansive ways, and maybe try that before you move on to surgery. But yes, you've been through a few but I don't think this particular surgery is going to be as profound as maybe ones that you've had in the past. I think that what you would need really is something that's minor and something that's not really that scary. It's just the hearing the word surgery is what I think you have this like belief system like surrounding the word surgery because of your past experiences that are making you feel hesitant. But if you were to follow through, it would end up being a lot more minor than you had expected, and it's going to relieve you of so much fucking so much uncomfortability and so much like which probably causes you more stress. Just feeling that the feeling of discomfort probably causes more stress than is necessary. But I do feel like a lot of your issues would be reduced if you were to eliminate certain aspects of stress or added stress in your life. I think that it would be a great source of relief for you. So that's what I have. And with the four of wands, that tells
Oh my
me
god.
you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be good no matter what. Like
Okay,
what?
I got 2 4, so it's 4 and that rest and discontent and boredom and also awareness. So I feel like you already know what you need to do, and I just feel like your situation that you're currently in, you don't feel like you can rest. You don't feel like for whatever reason the situation that you're in is causing a lot of discontent, and you don't feel like you're able to take the time to rest, or you can't rest now. So I definitely like just basically second what Natalie was saying about the stress. I do feel like you are in it's like your environment you don't get the rest you need now, and that's causing a lot of discontentment within your body basically. But you do like it's like you know already, you know all this.
Yeah, it's just not wanting to accept it, like deep down because of the fear surrounding that word
some
surgery.
like that you need to and you need to like your environment, you need to shift in your environment.
Yes. Yeah, I think it could be major. I mean, it could be a major surgery, but I think that you'll be surprised as maybe to your how your body reacts to it. Like I don't think it would cause as big of a response to you as it seems. Like it's like you're hearing the word, and you're looking things up, you're googling things, and you're like, oh fuck, that sounds pretty
Don't
major.
do that.
Sounds like, but yeah.
Don't
but I think
ever
that
Google medical shit.
When you actually go through it, you're gonna be like, oh damn, I wasn't even awake. I didn't even know. Like I feel fine. Like what the fuck? And you're gonna feel so much better as a result. Like it's gonna relieve so much fucking pressure from you. And also, but before you even do that, try to see if maybe eliminating some of that stress and like your environmental issues can actually relieve you to the point where you don't need to do that anymore. Because I think that that's probably like a major trigger for your body. Like the stress is a major trigger for your body to act out in ways, you know. And thank you, Sarah. Awesome.
Yeah, and it's definitely, it will, the if you don't shift something in your environment, like getting the surgery will only help temporarily anyways, because the issues will come back, because we all have like it's parts in our body where our where our stress manifests. Like some people hold it in their back, some people get migraines, some, you know what I'm saying, certain people get stomach issues. So whatever that is in your environment that needs shifting, like the surgery will only help temporarily, regardless, before the issues come back anyway. So there's some other part of your life, immediate environment in your life, that needs or reassessed or shifted somewhere.
It's like a combination thing that you need to look at to get like the full, you know, the full round of relief, basically. But Robyn, I'm gonna have to get off in like 10 minutes. So just wanted to let you know if we wanted to do any like closing things before.
No, yeah, I don't know. No.
All right, I'm gonna pull a few cards before I leave for everyone. Let's just see what comes up. Anything for our Tarot Tuesdays. Tarot Tuesdays. Yeah, again, just taking a look at our fears. Like, I think that is something that is because we got the moon in the reverse, and then there's these like weird little, I don't know, like these little creatures that kind of to me remind me of fear, or like our fears or subconscious fears. So like that are being brought up, but where, and then I'm seeing a lot of eyeballs everywhere. So that's making me think like, oh, we need to look at these fears in a closer way, and it like to kind of deduct some sort of reasoning about the fear that we have, because there's something about the fear that we have that if we were to take a second look at it, it would diminish the fear in the first place, if that makes sense. Like if we were to take a second look at the fears that we are telling ourselves that we have, or that we have created within our subconscious, like if we were to look at it, look at them again and kind of logically dissect or dissect the fear, we could break it, pull it apart. Like we can pull it apart and kind of see like that there's no like actual basis for the fear in the first place. Like when we break it down and we look at things from a different perspective, we're gonna realize like, wait, this fear is so ridiculous. Like why am I even scared of this? Like this makes no sense. I have no reason to be scared. And I think that that is the second time that is coming up. So I feel like there's some sort of maybe there's some sort of decision that we're trying to make, because we got the Two of Pentacles when it comes to our 3D reality or physical reality, that is triggering some sort of fear. But when we take a second look at the fear, we will realize that there really is no basis or there's no reason for the fear in the first place. So,
well, I feel like it's past. I feel like it's a past experiences that are causing the fear now. Like we're not staying present in the moment for whatever. We're not looking ahead. It's like we're looking backwards and holding on to something in the past that hurt us that is being triggered right now for whatever reason by our current there's something in the past that's causing the situation that you're in now to appear like shifting our perspective. We need to shift our perspective to like have more hope.
Have more. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So have more hope because, well, I got these two cards, which I don't know if you can see. She's kind of like, seems like in negative spirits, and it's a swords card. Like we're looking at things in such a negative way as a result of this fear that is coming up.
Yeah.
And we're looking at things in such a negative way that is affecting our the way we're handling the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we need to kind of shift that because when we break it, and again I got this card, which is the fucking teacher card with the book. Like again, when we break down that fear and look at it, like kind of look at it in a more not logical perspective, a more practical perspective, we will see that there's no basis for it. And we can break it down and be like, no, like, dude, like this is doing is causing more heaviness, more weight, more negative thoughts, more negative perception within my mind. Like, no, like there is no benefit to holding on to this fear. There's no benefits to holding on to this. Like it's gonna allow you to release this fear in a more definitive way, instead of being attached to it, instead of holding on to the fear, thinking that fear is keeping you safe from something, when really it's getting you closer to the thing that you don't want. It's bringing you closer to that thing that you're scared of happening to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like it's dragging us down, like holding us stuck, not allowing us to move forward. And then not necessarily moving forward doesn't necessarily mean like actually doesn't have to be doing anything. It could just be moving forward could mean like just releasing something to or changing something. It doesn't necessarily have to mean like actually like moving forward, like you don't have to like do
literal
anything. Like it could just mean like just a different way of thinking that allows you to see things differently.
Yes, that brings in some sort of clarity or some sort of understanding. So that is good. We've been on for 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Oh wow.
And it's gonna be 22 seconds in a little bit too. 22. Yes, and now. Oh my God! Whoa, Robyn, dude.
What?
You just like at 2:22:22, you literally like your screen like did some sort of weird shit. That was fucking weird, bro.
It did?
You're gonna see when you're editing it. It was literally at that. Dude, that's sick. Well, I mean, I don't know if you'll see it. I don't know, but from my screen, your screen like fucking
that's crazy.
Weird shit.
That is my 222. Like twos are my number. Like that's it has a very like powerful significance in my life. So,
Thank you so much, Shaylee, Sarah. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys. I hope to see you guys next week too, or even Saturday.
Yeah, Saturdays and Tuesdays.
That's what's up. It was super fun.
Yeah, Sarah, I know stress does manner in my body too, like my whole body. It's just at different times, like different situations will cause different different things to be more prominent. Like if I get if I'm in a situation that causes a lot of like anxiety and like just like anxious or nervous all the time, like I get a lot of stomach issues or a lot of like gastrointestinal issues. If I'm in something that's just like stressful because it's like I don't understand it or I can't grasp what I'm doing exactly or whatever, like I get that manifest in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like it will, like there's, when you pay attention to how things affect your body in different ways, different emotions affect parts of your body because of our chakras.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Which that's actually an interesting thing that we could talk about too, maybe next week. It's like our chakras and how it relates. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a good topic, right? Make sure write that down in that journal.
I will. I will. Before I fucking forget.
Yeah.
All right,
and
girl.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'll do some stuff on that too. That could be something to do. Saturday maybe.
And I will work on the logos to have it on, like, to be in, like, in an app or something. I'll download something to kind of
Canva,
something cool.
Canva.
Oh yes, Canva. Yes.
That's where I do all my shit at. I love it.
Canva is awesome. Yeah, I'll download that and get that shit going.
Yeah, even the free Canva is really good.
It's good. Sweet.
Yeah, they have like they have like templates for logos or templates for you can change. You know what I'm saying? Like change the sizings and.
Oh, that's perfect.
I mean, I pay for the shit, so I could just send you my login information and you can use my account.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, even better. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because then you'll have like all the different.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Then I can really play around with it and do something cool. All right, sounds good. Well, it was super fun, ladies. See you all.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll see you Saturday, Robyn. Hopefully, we'll see you guys on Saturday as well. But if not, maybe next Tuesday. Same place, same time. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. You're glitching. I don't know if you're there still. You're breaking up.
There goes. I don't know. It's trying to kick us off anyways. My damn internet is not good enough. Nothing else good enough.
All right. I love you, girl. Message me.
All right, I love you. Bye.
All right. See you later.
Okay. Bye. Bye.